What's up, Smash fans? It's JB Smash here. And today, after the quick pick of the day, we're actually going to talk about something pretty interesting. We're going to talk a little bit about the difficulties I'm having with basically making the roster kind of perfect in the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and get started. In this picture, Sakurai says, a panel in the challenges area will unlock every time you clear a challenge. When you unlock a panel, you'll see hints for unlocking panels directly adjacent to it on all sides. And this time, each panel will unlock pictures related to the challenge. This is tougher than it looks, you know. The challenges in the 3DS version are a little on the easy side, but the Wii U version challenges might be a little trickier. Uh, so this is kind of cool. I mean, it's cool that you get little snapshots of each challenge. I'm hoping that there's more than 35 challenges on the 3DS version, but if there's only 35, there's only 35. Uh, but oh well. So, um, but yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot to this. You unlock challenges. Uh, like you said, the Wii U versions are going to be a little bit harder. So, anyways, let's go ahead and move on. As you can see, what I have right here is, I know it's not exactly what it looks like, but this is the format that I was going to do in my rosters. This is, if we're going by the leak, this is the order and all the characters that are available, or that are technically known right now. So, there's nothing new with this, but pretty much, I know yesterday in my video, I didn't mention this leakers, like what he's saying, who we're gonna get. Pretty much what one guy is saying, and what I think the most popular one is, we're pretty much gonna get Mewtwo, Ridley, uh, Chorus Man, and man, I just lost it. Dixie Kong. 4 characters. Well, um, as you can see in this next picture, I put I spread them out to where they would be, and I put a question mark in there, because if you don't put the question mark in there, you get an off balance, and there's only 8 characters instead of 9 characters on the bottom row. Now they could do that, and they could just have the 4 rows and 9, and then it just kind of comes down, and I don't know. I don't think that would look really good. I think it should be symmetrical. It's only one more character. That's the way I look at it. So there's already, one problem with that leak I have. So I was messing around with it. As you can see, just putting these characters with the respected people, Dixie Kong on the first row, Ridley with Samus, Mewtwo, obviously with Pokemon, and then Chorusman I put next to Shulk because uh, I would say almost 80% of this roster is in accordance to, with their groups, is in accordance to the release of their game, if that makes sense. Like, Mario was in 1981. I know Mr. Game & Watch is 1980, but since he's not the main person in Nintendo, he still is on the first row. Donkey Kong was obviously in 1981. Then, I think, what is it, 1986 for Link and Samus and Pit. So, anyways, and it just goes on like that, and that's why Shulk, who was Xenoblade 2010, is the last character. So, uh, you know, anyways, moving on. So you can see in here when you put Dixie Kong in there, it sets off the roster by having Samus and Zero Suit and Ridley not on the same line. Now, you could potentially put a character right there, and let's say the league with Impa. Okay, put Impa in there. Okay, now that line's, the first line is obviously fine. Second line is fine. Third line, we're good all the way up until Kirby. So, you know, then you would just start really kind of messing it up. Uh, So obviously that one isn't real, and so you could put Chorusman there. You could say, well, maybe it doesn't go by year after all. It's only 80%, about 80%. So let's put Chorusman up there right beside Robin. Well, then you can see Pokemon is all dysfunction, 3 and 3. So you can just see where this goes. Then you would have to move 3 more people up there, and that it just gets really hard, and then I don't know. So the best one that I could come up with is this one. Pretty much, you put basically Mr. Game still on the top, Little Mac, Duck Hunt. Those are in order uh, of year releasal, and you kind of keep it the same. You put Rob, Ness, and Captain Falcon in front of Pokemon because they came out. I'm going more off when the releasal date here. So you put them in front of Pokemon. Now the question mark. The question mark is big because if you don't put the question mark there, Pikachu is up one. So if this would be the right one for this to work, pretty much there would have to be a character in the fourth row. So you could put there's a rumor with Mach Rider. Mach Rider could go there. Um, you know, and you could put Wolf back in. You could put Lucas back in. You could give Kirby a character. But here's my whole problem with this. It just seems like the characters coming out now, after this leak. Let's see, you got, like I said, there's Mewtwo, Chorusman, Dixie, and Ridley. 3 out of the 4 of those, and really Mewtwo's kind of a veteran. I mean, he is a veteran, but 3 out of the 4 are all newcomers. So that's a lot. I mean, we're already out of this leak. We're already getting quite a few newcomers. So I just feel like when Sakurai said we're getting to the end of the barrel with videos, yeah, some of these newcomers will be hidden. And maybe some, maybe I'm going to talk about this in another video. Maybe some will be potential DLC, unlocked in the Wii version, DLC Wii 3DS. But I just think I think out of the people that were already confirmed out of this leak, I really think we have at least 1 to 2 more veterans. I know, we got a lot. We already. I mean, let's see. We got who were cut: Squirtle, Ivysaur, Lucas, Wolf, and Ice Climbers. Oh, and Snake. So we had 6 people cut. I really do think 1 to 2 of those will be back now. Maybe one of these will be a question mark, so the people who want Wolf or Lucas, they will be back in. Who knows? Um, I didn't take a picture of this, but you always have the potential after the roster is completely full that the clone people will go back to their respected groups, and then that just causes all new problems. So, um, with this said, you, it's hard to say what it's going to be, and I'm not saying this is exactly the order that it's going to be. This is just the best one I could come up with. If you all can come up with a better one, or you've seen a better one, put a link in the in a comment, and I'll look at it. But what my main point is, I really don't think the characters that those 4 characters, I don't think that's real. I think maybe 1 to 2 are real, and I'll go through those. I found some interesting screenshots of some characters who I think are real. I wouldn't have even looked at it, but after looking at maybe like the past Shulk screenshot, uh, that's been going around. I mean, that Shulk looks pretty close to what this Shulk looks like in here. So then that's like, well, maybe some of you got to look into this a little bit more. So, anyways, let me know what you all think. Is there another better? Like I said, if you all can find up a better way to do this, and prove me wrong, that would be great. So, but until next time, this is JB Smash.